I've been reflecting a lot lately about why life feels so different now than it did a few years ago. And I know I'm not the only one feeling this. You might be feeling this too. There's certainly been a lot of things changing in the world and within us. My circumstances aren't perfect. I haven't suddenly got everything figured out. But nevertheless, there is a calm, there is a peace, there is a feeling that things will never be the same, but they're going to be better. In the past, I believe I was trying so hard to control my external circumstances, believing that that would bring me peace and joy and all the things, the fulfillment that I was looking for. And I think a lot of us do this. We play life from the outside in, when really life is an inside-out game. And I think the gift with going through hardship is that we are forced to live from the inside out. And when you develop that skill, everything starts aligning in a way that is much more true. And that is, I believe, the way that we really should live. But no one ever teaches us this, right? You're not taught to live like this. We're very much conditioned to live from the outside in. And I believe everything stems from the inside out. Sometimes we just want things to stay the same in a way, or just expand, because that's when you feel you have safety, you have stability, and you have expansion. But sometimes when there's a subtraction, that's when the real shift happens, because that's when things that are untrue get stripped away. And with that truth, that's when you can access those inner parts of yourself that actually will lead to the outer changes, because it's an inside-out game. A misconception too around alignment is that that is always comfortable because it feels true. But I don't think that's right, because sometimes you will have tests in life where you get offered something that is comfortable, that is safe, that is the old energy, which means it's misaligned, right? Because that's something you're moving away from. But there's going to be temptation and sometimes pressure in taking that misaligned path, because it's safe, it's comfortable, and sometimes you don't have anything else. And that's where you need to also lean into trust and faith in the unseen, which again comes back to this inside out job. So I think alignment, before it has become stabilized, can feel not comfortable and easy breezy, but it can feel really disruptive. And when you do come more into alignment, that's when you start noticing everything that is not aligned, everything that's slightly forced, everything that's not slightly off, everything where you are slipping back into an old way of being that really is not going to serve where you're going to go. And you also notice where you are living from expectation rather than from your truth. And that is really important. For me, alignment, some of the examples that what that has looked like is things like returning to God and taking my faith more seriously, really developing my spirituality in that direction, creating content that feels true to me. Before, I used to put a lid on myself more and not allow myself to talk about or do the things that I wanted to do because I felt I had to fit in one category. I don't do that anymore. And I don't really care what people think about that, because I'm doing what feels right to me. There is freedom and acceptance and surrender in all of those things. And also, for me, expressing myself creatively, poetry, music, doing the things that fill my soul with joy, because those things, if they've been a huge part of your life, they're true for you. Whatever is true for you, you can tap into that by coming more into alignment. And whatever remains, that's, if it's still true, well, then it's true. Ultimately, the point of all this is that a lot of us, we spend so much of our energy and life trying to make our life look good from the outside. And I've gotten to a point now where I don't care what my life looks like from the outside. I care what it feels like from the inside. And ironically, that might make it even look quite good on the outside, but I don't really care, because if it feels true to me, if it feels good to me, if it feels aligned to me, then if it feels enriching to me, then it doesn't matter to me what that looks like. That is something I wish we could all move more towards. What feels good to us, not what looks good on the outside. Because it's such a waste of time. When you get to the end of your life, you don't want to go, well, actually, my life looked really good, but it didn't feel it, right? So I think that is again, it's all about the inner. It's the inside out. So make it feel good on the inside first. And then, the outside will be whatever it'll be. One thing I've learned through all this process is that the more aligned you become, the more life will flow and the more things will be revealed about what is true for you, and the direction and path that is right for you will naturally reveal itself. There's no need to force or push or fear or have anxiety, because it's like I said, the inner does create the outer. Just because you're in alignment doesn't mean your life will suddenly be perfect and it will never be a problem. Of course not, because life is life, and that is part of our growth process too. We're not supposed to always have it easy, otherwise who would we become? But in all of those things, you can know that you're living with integrity, you're living in your truth, you're staying true to yourself, and you're doing what feels right to you and in alignment with you. And that, I believe, is what really brings peace and fulfillment in the long term. So it's not necessarily a fast path, a quick path, but it's definitely a fulfilling path. And I think as a society, we are being drawn more and more towards that now. I know that I certainly am. And I think that inner peace is worth everything, so much more than any external success could ever give you. You have to give it to yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Hege, sharing spiritual insight, poetry, music, and lived reflections to help us see more clearly and to live more truthfully together. Till next time.